In the words of the legendary Ben Wilson, howdy, howdy, howdy. How we doing, VU? It is Matt from Heisenberg Hot Dogs and Western New York Food Carts, and it is week 7 of my trailer build. It's in the books, and still smiling. That's right. We made some progress this week, and yeah, let's get on to the footage. All right. Well, last week we ended with the roof panels clamped up and waiting to dry. And, well, they were very, very heavy. So I called in my 13-year-old and we heaved them up onto the roof. And in so doing, I discovered I had some more gluing to do on those interior panels. I had some issues in the past where it was too cold and the glue didn't dry right. So I don't have any pictures of that specifically, but you can see in some of these other ones that there are some wavy parts in the side panels. And the same thing happened near the roof when we were dragging those panels over, pulled some of the panels apart. So that took a couple of days of clamping and gluing, but we are now firmly attached, which is great. The next issue was cutting through the stainless steel. I had stainless steel on that roof panel, and no matter what I did, I couldn't seem to drill through it. I needed to secure the roof to the walls. So, thanks to YouTube, I picked up some drill oil and some new special bits there. And much like smoking meat, I took it low and slow. And that made all the difference. Got the roof section secured down, and everything's good. Next up was to fill in all the blocking between the roof joists, construction adhesive, some good screws, and the occasional clamp. Took care of that pretty darn quick. And then it was time for the outer skin. So there's a 1/4-inch birch plywood on the serving window side, 1/2 inch on the ends, and that wrapped that up pretty darn quick. Next up, we overlapped the 1/2 inch plywood on the hitch end and the grill end. I'm overlapping it 4 inches on overlapping the sidewalls, and I did that for a couple reasons. The biggest was I thought it would just be kind of a neat design feature. I'm going to add a little bit of a 3/4 inch piece onto that, and I'm going to tack in some lighting, waterproof lighting, LED lights that will hopefully light up the side of the trailer nice and bright and be something kind of unique. From the start, I said I didn't want just kind of a cookie cutter trailer, and so little things like this, I figure, why not? It didn't cost me any more money. I have lots of scrap wood laying around, so why not? If whether or not it is a neat design feature, only time will tell, but fingers crossed. Well, let me tell you, it feels really good to get the roof on and screwed down tight, and it feels like the finish line is finally in sight. Budget really didn't take much of a hit, $20 or so for the drill bits and the oil. The wood I've had from the beginning, so that was easy. Time frame is still right where it was, more or less, from the beginning, end of March. We're hoping next few weeks we'll have this thing wrapped up. Mistakes were 0. No mistakes this week that slowed me down at all. I'm trying to think. No real mistakes at all. The gluing was from a couple weeks ago, so we took care of all that. We're starting to roll. I feel like I'm actually starting to know what I'm doing, which is kind of cool. This week I got another 8 or 9 hours in. So that bumps me up just shy of 60 hours so far on the whole project. And that leaves us with what's next. And I'm finally done researching, or at least somewhat comfortable with trailer wiring. So now it's time to get her done. The light should be in literally today. So that's good. I needed the amber lights, I think they call them pinhole lights for all the corners, as well as the red ones, and then the actual brake lights and all that kind of stuff. So in looking at that and doing all the research, I'm actually going to add some pieces on the end that are basically going to act as wire chases. I was going to do conduit on the outside of the trailer. I think that would look sloppy. And I think by adding, I'm calling them wings, but I think it'll add kind of a cool design feature as well. One more thing to help me stand out. So then once I get those wings attached, gotta love adding new things at the last minute. I'll get the wings in. We'll drill all the holes to run the conduit, so it's all hidden, and get that conduit, fish all the wire through, and with any luck, we'll have it insulated and the roof on, and basically have it all buttoned up by the end of the week. So fingers crossed there. And then if I don't run into any snags, I'll get the outside wrapped the following week and painted. The wrap that I'm using, I'll go into more detail when it comes on, but there's going to be a lot of dry time, which sucks. I hate just waiting around. While it's drying, I'll probably work on getting the hot water tank installed, maybe the sink installed, start working on some of that kind of stuff just so I'm not wasting time literally waiting for things to dry. And again, hopefully that leaves me right on schedule. From the get-go, I said I wanted to be done by the end of March so I could get it home in April and have my first event in May. So far, we are still on schedule. I was hoping to be ahead of schedule, but we're still pretty much on schedule. As always, thanks for watching. As I said before, I can finally see the light at the end of the tunnel here. You guys have been incredibly helpful. The motivation factor is definitely ramping up a little bit. There's a point you get in a project, especially one this long, where it starts to drag a little bit, and there's also a point, and I'm trying to work through that, where I'm having so much fun I don't want it to end. And at this point, knowing I still have a few weeks of work to do on the inside, I haven't quite hit that yet, but I'm trying to make sure I'm very aware of that so I don't drag this out any longer than it has to be. As always, thanks for watching. If there's questions, comments, concerns, if you think I really screwed something up bad, let me know in the comments. Send me a message. I always respond to them. I really appreciate all your feedback, everybody. And that's all I got this week. Next week, hopefully, we'll be in the final stages and be rocking and rolling. Thanks a lot, VU. Have a great week, and we will catch you later. Bye now.